Hello everyone, my name is Bindushree. I am studying Computer Science and Engineering in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the children's technology identities and their evaluation during a critical design and making project. The first thing we learn is abstract. Child-computer interaction research stresses the importance of nurturing children's designer and maker identities. Children should be growing up as future technology protagonists who are driving technology development and critically reflecting on it. While the importance of designer and maker skills has been emphasized in the CCI literature, studies focusing on children's identity development are scarcer. This paper starts to fill this research gap. We developed a theoretical framework on children's technology and identity based on multidisciplinary literature base. Based on pre and post interview data set from a long-term critical design and making project with several school classes will identify divergent aspects of identity among children. The position themselves variable as technology users, designers, makers, criticizers and activists. Different designer and maker identity are also identified. The paper contributes to CCI research on identify and CCI discourse on technology and children's technology education. Introduction. Child-computer interaction CCI research community maintains the children of today need to be educated in a new way to meet the digital demands of future. They need to be educated to become technologically protagonists who are driving digital technology development, not only using it and critically considering digital technology and its strategies. CCI research has engaged in development of children's technology education. Kwek, Krust and Chen, Livery and Kinula 2018. However, so far the studies have mainly focused on offering design and making skills for children but shown less interest in raising children's interest in changing the world with some such skills. Another limitation so far is that although most studies have not examined the impacts of these projects on children. In this paper, we introduce the concept of identity as suitable for exploring the impacts. Research on identity is a challenging task. One is dealing with complex concepts with multiple definitions, traditions and disciplines. Identity can be approached at individual and collective levels. Identity may be positioned as an independent or a dependent variable. It can be viewed as affecting the dependent variables under study or as the dependent one being influenced by other factors. What kind of things am I good at? What makes me happy? What do I desire in my life? Where do I fit in? These questions are relevant already at an early age. We maintain these questions are central regarding children and digital technology too. Digitalization may picture in answering these questions in complex ways. Indeed, CCI research has already acknowledged identity of children as a concern with different studies have explored children's relationship with different kinds of digital tools on the environment, toys or games and pointed out that the identity of children is entwined with design and making of digital tools, either in the sense of identity development being an expected outcome of children engagement in design and making or identity being seen to shape how children engage in design and making. However, so far there is a quite limited empirical or theoretical treatment of this complex concept in CCI. We should be utilizing this concept more in our research as it enables capturing some longer term impacts and consequences of our work with children. which is sure to something we should be interested in. We are interested particularly in identity consideration intertwined when children are introduced with design and making. Their identity strategies are important to study to understand the impacts of the engagement in design and making on children. In this paper, we introduce a discourse oriented performative perspective on identity. Inspired by the developments within disciplines such as cultural, media, discourse, and interaction studies, we explore how children perform their identities as digital technology users, designers, and makers. As for technology protagonist identity, we argue that identity considerations should be extended from technology users, designers, and makers to technology critics and activists, to ones who are approaching digital technology critically as well as harnessing it as activists for making the world a better place. In critical design and making shapes children emerging identities, hence we do not view identity as static, coherent state or whole but being in flux, emerging and continuously constructed. Then the next topic is literature review. Defining protagonist identities. Identities refer the ways individuals perceive themselves as actors and agents in their own lives. In the context of children's technology, use identity encompass self-perceptions of competence, creativity and autonomy. Critical design and making. Critical design making involves using design and production process to question and challenge social norms and power structures. In educational settings, critical design and making can empower children to become active participants in shaping their own technology experiences. Evaluation of identities research suggests that critical design and making projects can foster growth in children's protagonist identities. The first is increased confidence and self-efficiency. Hands-on experience with technology can enhance children's perceptions of their technical abilities. And the second point is development of creative agency. Open-ended design and making projects encourage children to express themselves creatively, promoting a sense of control and autonomy. Third point is shift from consumer to producer. Critical design and making projects transform children from passive technology consumer to active creators, fostering a sense of ownership and empowerment. Then the next is methodology. The first is data collection methods. First point is serves and questionnaires, pre and post project survey to assess self perception, technological confidence and creative agency. Standardized instrument. Second point is interviews. Semi structured interviews with children, teachers and facilitators explore experiences, motivators and perceptions of technology and design. Third is observations. Video recording of design and making activities, field notes on children interactions, behaviors and discussions. Then the last is artifacts and portfolios. Collection of children design and making projects, analysis of process documentation. Data analysis method. Thematic analysis, coding and categorization of interview, observation and survey data, identification of themselves related to protagonist identity evaluation. Then the third is case study analysis, in-depth examination of individual children, experiences and identity evaluation. Statistical analysis, quantitative analysis of survey data to identity trends and correlations. Then the result is the study titled I Could Become a White Hat Hacker or At Least I Am Creative, published in 2024, explores the evaluation of children's identities as technologically protagonists through a critical design and making project. This research focuses on how children can empower to adopt roles such as users, designers, makers, criticizers, and activists in technology development. The study of emphasizes the importance of nurturing these identities as they shape how children engage with technology, encouraging them to think critically and creatively about their contributions to the tech world. The children embracing roles like white hat hackers while others highlight their creative abilities. The paper also delves into the different strategies these identities takes and contributes to the border. Then the last is conclusion of this. Previous research has stressed the importance of nurturing children's designers and maker identities to grow up as future protagonists who are driving technology development and critically reflecting on it. While the importance of the designer and the maker skills has been empathized in the literature, we identified variety in children's relationship with digital technology and its designs and making and found differences in how the children position themselves as technology users, designs makers and activists. We also identified variety in children designer and make development and the significance of self efficiency, motivation, interest as well as family background. We conducted a depth analysis of identity educational system. More participants and cultural context should be included in future analyzing should consider the complex social, cultural, political and technological aspect shaping the identities, variety of identities emerging in and shaping children's design and making activities as well as potentially problematic identities emerging. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.